Another episode of Collaborate and Pull Together. We're kicking things back off. Sorry about the connectivity issues beforehand. We had a lot of practice. Something went wrong with the Wi-Fi, but I'm pretty sure I got it all figured out. Shouldn't have any issues for the remainder of this show. Thank you all who tuned in to the live practice. We had about 15 people show up. It was great. Great energy, people from all over. Some new people, brand new to the sport of arm wrestling. They're athletes. Brand new people to the pit, which is really cool to experience and introduce them to this style of training. I have a lot of cool tools, as you probably captured on the live. We're powered by a lot of different companies. We got Grip Deck for the blood flow in between the workouts. We got resistance rotation to do some workouts. Right here, we got our major arm wrestling championship table, which is a great table. We get some handles from Mithril Arm Wrestling, a bullet pulley. I'll be doing a little bit more content as time goes on. You'll be seeing me doing some workouts with these things because now I have the space to do them. I'm going to have fun with them. Gripzilla arm wrestling equipment is definitely one of my favorites. A lot of little different tools that, provide a lot of different styles of training. So, as I was saying before, I took a little hiatus after November last year. And it was because I wanted to spend some time with my family. Also, to kind of lick my wounds after getting my ass handed to me by Jake Houston. Over at the Monster Factory, it was an absolute honor and pleasure to be on that card. Thank you, Robert Kelly, for helping making that happen. And also thank you, Monster Mike Todd, for opening your home to me. And Mrs. Monster Michael Todd. Both of you guys are incredible humans. I am so utterly grateful. I hope that everybody here has an opportunity to go check them out and be a part of what the Monster Factory is doing. It's kind of what the inspiration of what this was. After taking the beating from Jake, I kind of knew what I needed to work on. I knew what I needed to focus on, but I needed the space to do it. And, I've been kicking around the idea of having my own gym and my own training location for a while now. I've been in the sport for almost 6 years. And I just finally pulled the trigger. And I developed space. It's not complete yet. There's, I'd say, about 90% complete. But it was just enough where I can host practices, regular trainings. It's actually kind of warm in here. I had to turn the AC off, the heater off in the middle of the practice because it was too toasty for everybody. But yeah, no, it was an amazing experience. I know that there's some people who are tuning in that were waiting for an announcement from earlier. But practice was just so involved and so many people that I figured I'd save it for this stream. I think what moving forward, what I'll do format wise, I'll do a live stream practice and then do a podcast afterwards. So if anybody's in the chat has any questions, please feel free to go ahead and pop them in the chat as I'm talking about some things that are coming down the pipeline. My return to the table is going to be on April 25th at IFA Nationals. I am going to be competing at the IFA Nationals to help myself get to Japan. I look forward to having the best competition in the nation, right? And I look forward to collecting a national title because that's my goal. And then I want to collect a world title. I've been training my ass off and working hard, and it takes a massive loss like to someone like Jake Houston to kind of inspire me. And best of luck for his match coming up, I think, next weekend. I know he's got his hands full, but so that's what's coming up more in the more near future in April. I know I've got a couple of months till then. I think it's about 2.5 months. So talk about the perfect amount of time to train up and get myself ready. And share the journey to becoming a national champion. So let me see what we got here. Hey, what's up? Big Paul Cruz in the house. Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you, brother. We missed you today. People asking where you were. I hope that you can come to another practice down the road. You coming from Long Island, you don't have far to go. All right. So I don't know if this stream I mentioned it earlier. Big shout out to Steve Fernandez for his event this weekend, yesterday. It looked like it was a big turnout. It looked like there was a lot of energy. A little bit of controversy, but you know what? That's the good, the bad, the ugly of all things arm wrestling, right? I enjoy the show that he orchestrates there, and I think it's really good. It's powerful to have that, as some wrestlers would say. I love that. Powerful. Matthias, Eric, a little shout out to you guys. We had people from Bronx Arm Wrestling. We had people from Long Island Arm Wrestling. We had people from Crucifix Gym. People from High Five showed up. Like, it was incredible. Like, we had a little bit of everybody from the local community show up and show support today. It was, a fun day of practice. No one got injured. We all learned a little something new. We developed each other up a little bit. So, yeah, I'm grateful for it. Hey, what's up, JJ? Loving the new hat, the new hoodie. The hoodie's warm, man. It's the perfect temperature. For those of you who don't know who JJ Jackson is, he's a co-owner and founder of Major Arm Wrestling Championships. It's probably one of the best promotions, in my opinion, in the arm wrestling community. They're one of the newer ones, but they're doing some big things for the sport as a whole. They're doing big things to help, individuals in the sport grow and prosper. I thank you. I can't wait to have you here and enjoy it yourself, because it's going to be a new hub of arm wrestling. Not just for max style arm wrestling. I have waft tables. I have pulleys. I have strength training equipment that I'll be utilizing and doing a lot more content and doing more collaborations with. So that's going to be something down the road. I mean, I'll give everyone a quick little 360 view of this who didn't get to see it because there's too many people. But this is it, guys. I am excited that this is the new home of arm wrestling for the pit crew, for some select people who are very interested in just growing the sport in a like fashion manner. So, all right, I got a little bit of an agenda today. It's not just about shooting the shit with everybody. However, if you guys want to have a conversation with me, please feel free to let me know what is up and what's going on in your corner of the world. So I mentioned that we got the IFA Nationals. This is going to be my next outing as a competitive arm wrestler. I will not be at any other events between now and then because I do have family, obligations that I made promises to. So, birthdays and parties and things like that. So a lot of my weekends are going to be chewed up in that regard, but it's all for good reasons, right? The cellar dwelling is done as of April 25th at IFA Nationals. The next thing that I'm going to be doing is going to be, oh, hey, what's up to Drew 24? That man's everywhere. That man is everywhere. After the Nationals the next month in May, I'm going to take any lessons that I needed to learn from and I got Bob Brown, legendary Bob Brown, coming out to Long Island for a 2-day arm wrestling seminar. I'm only charging $80 for 2 days of training. There's going to be 1 day of catered food included in that price point. So contact me. I do have some space available. I think I've got 8 spots available. So contact me directly on Facebook, Instagram, Dan the Nightmare, YouTube. You can probably make a comment here, and then I'll find a way to get a hold of you. I just want to get everyone in the community involved in this because it's going to be the first of many seminars. I'm in talks with a couple other, very nationally and internationally known individuals in the sport to help grow the sport, but not just grow the sport with people who already know how to arm wrestle or have an idea how to arm wrestle, but to learn about different techniques and learn from some of the best to do it. Because, I have a limited set of knowledge. I've only been doing this for just under 6 years, right? There's people out there who've been doing it for decades longer, who have learned things that I have yet to experience. And I want to not just have that for myself. I want to share it with everybody. And that's the whole concept that is behind collaborating and pulling together. So feel free to reach out to me directly if you want to be involved on it. Yes, Drew, you are everywhere. It's kind of creepy. I'm not going to lie. I think you've cloned yourself. Or figure out how to do that. Tell me how you clone yourself if you could share that knowledge. So then next month after that is going to be the Summer Kickoff 6. This is my 6th year doing it. Last year was amazing. We got Robert Kelly helped me out with the live stream. Mac helped me out with reffing and running the show, making it a Mac event, and introducing Mac to Long Island. And it definitely, was a catalyst for all things Mac, I think, in this part of New York, as well as it's part of the nation. People are now starting to, raise their eyebrows and say, oh, what's that? What's going on here? And now that I have my own Mac table, I'm going to be able to continue that energy and keep the momentum alive because I think Mac is a game changer. It paved the way for a lot of different things, right? We got the Mac Challenger Series, we got Mac pay-per-view events. They're jumping into a now double elimination event. They were part of Global Elite. Their main component to what Jason Constantini of Table Monkeys is doing with Team Arm Wrestling Federation. TOF is a really cool league that is going to change the game and create a higher standard for our sport, in my opinion. A little more professionalism is going to be involved in that, and I'm eager to be a part of that. It's exciting. So with that being said, while it is a Mac event, this will become a Mac Challenger Series, a Summer Kickoff event. It's also going to be a scouting grounds, if you may, for other things like TAWF. So Jason Constantini will be present to be watching and paying attention to all your matches to see who can be a part of the Team Arm Wrestling Federation, because we're going to have a local team called Long Island Raiders. And I believe that's going to be something that's going to be happening in August. So this is going to be like a little, your matches go a little bit more further, with this event. It's not just for Mac, it's going to be for TOF as well. And other promoters will be around. People from Puerto Rico, people from Colorado are going to be showing up. Oh, yeah, I have to mention that. People from even Ohio and all over. Florida even are going to be showing up. So people, the high-level athletes and promoters will be present and be watching for high-level talent to populate their cards moving forward, which is exciting to be able to offer. JJ, we'll get to that later this week. You be patient, you. You're going to be competing there, yes. We won't talk about that too much, though. So we got 2. Originally, I started off. Sorry about that. Originally, I started off this summer kickoff event to be a super match event or challenge match event, if you may, in the backyard on these wooden platforms. And it has evolved to become bigger super matches and a tournament associated with it. We do a no elimination tournament because I happen to like that format. Not many people are aware of it or haven't experienced it. It's like a modified round robin. We'll get into that when we get closer to it. You know, Jason Constantini helps me tremendously with orchestrating that one. And so we're going to have raffles as well. This year, we have a major partnership with the Natty Bros, who are going to be helping me with behind the scenes footage. They're going to help me with interviews. They're going to help me capture some action at the table that's not on the live stream for angles that you may not catch in the live stream, which will be available on YouTube, on my channel and theirs. So it's going to be, a really great way to highlight through Natty Bros because they do a great job. I don't know if you guys follow them, but we're going to check them out real quick. We'll get there. There we go. Natty Bros YouTube channel. Go ahead, scan that QR code. It will bring you right to that channel. They are going to be helping me big time with a lot of orchestrating of the event. They're helping me with getting some super matches. They're helping me get, get prepared in all regards of the sport and all regards of this event. Grip deck. I'm sure you guys have seen me posting a lot about grip deck. Let me go grab mine real quick. A couple of guys at practice got to experience this firsthand. And Grip Deck by Zach Sturgeon over in Wisconsin. This man, his energy is unparalleled. He loves the sport. He loves promoting the sport. And he loves giving something to help arm wrestlers to its participants. And I got to tell you, when I saw this, I already knew that it was going to be something good. I knew it was going to be helpful. I knew it was going to be something that was going to change the game for me. I am a licensed massage therapist, so I use my hands a lot. My hands tend to burn out after, some time. This thing actually helps me tremendously. With the burnout, with stamina, I think my hand was already one of my stronger tools that I had in my arsenal. Now it's even stronger than ever before because of regular use with this. I think that's going to be crucial. And one of the coolest things about Grip Deck is that you're going to be, if you have a super match at my event, you're winning a gold version of this. It's going to be custom made for the event. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait to show it off to everyone. It's going to be amazing. Yes, thank you so much, Drew. Show your love and sub to the Natty Bros. Go ahead and I will star that and pin. Oh, double clicked by accident. There we go. So show your love to the Natty Bros. Hey, Lucky. Lucky's in the chat. What's up? How's it going? So get your grip deck. Use the Nightmare as your code. Nightmare as the code. You get 5% off of the grip deck, but we will be having custom ones made for all the super match winners, which I'm really excited that to be a part of. Now, I normally was only going to do like 10, maybe 15 super matches, and then all of a sudden, after I hit the 10th super match, everyone wants a match. Everyone wants both arms. How am I to say no, especially at a Mac table, because the format of Mac is so fast. It is so quick. It is so streamlined, in my opinion. It's one of the most streamlined styles of arm wrestling because it's quick and fast paced. So my very first super match is going to be, drum roll please. I thought I had that set up already. Apologize everybody. One moment. I am so sorry. I am unprepared. First day back on the job, and I didn't do the right thing. Alrighty. It's all good. Let's see. All right. Thought I had that squared away. Anybody got any questions? We have two big time super match announcements coming up in the next literally 5 minutes. But I think what I'll just do is bring it up here. Where do you get those? Etsy. There you go. You get the grip deck right here from Etsy. The link is in the description. Sorry, it's right below, but it's also right here. And I am so sorry, guys. You would have thought that I have never done this before. Oh, there we are. All right. So, as I am navigating my technological mishap, I want to share that our first main event is going to be a legend taking on the king. What does that mean, Dan? What the hell does that mean? I'll show you what that means in a moment. A legend. Why is that not working? Oh. All right. None other than Paul Cruz versus Surrey Brown. Yep, that's right. Paul Cruz will be taking on Surrey Brown. These are two massive heavy hitters. King of New York will be defending his title of the King of New York against the Legend of the Mountains of Colorado. For those of you who don't know who Surrey is one of Brian Shaw's training partners. He is a beast of a human. He is a monster of an individual that I gotta tell you, really nice dude too. Really nice dude too. Really nice dude as well. And he actually just recently had a major weight loss journey that he embarked upon. And I am excited that he's taken on Paul, because Paul too had been on a weight loss journey. Paul's overwhelmingly strong, and he's overwhelmingly strong, but I think that Surrey might have what it takes, because he's kind of restructured his training style to kind of possibly put the brakes on cruise control Paul Cruz. What do you guys think in the chat? I know, Lucky. I love them both. They're both one of the nicest humans on the planet. It's hard. This is a hard one. Like, it's hard when you have two nice guys. Like, usually you want to root for, like, you have one guy that's not so nice and the other one's like, yeah, I root for. I don't know who to choose. I mean, Paul Cruz, of course. I'm going to choose him because he's my training partner and lives here on Long Island. But I want to see Surrey as well because I will say Paul's going into this very confident. Surrey's got another mountain to climb, but he's used to it. He lives in the mountains, right? Um, so that is going to be our main event match. And I am excited for that match. Now, this other match, and you know what? I'm going to share it in a different way because I did not like how that one came out. Yeah, we're going to do that. All right. The next match, it is going to be a female match. It is going to be the best of 5 right hand. Canada's very own Sarah Wilson will be taking on Madison Lynn. And it is going to be a banger of a match. They are both strong individuals. They had never met at a table. They've been wanting a match for some time. I will tell you, Madison most recently had taken a loss from somebody who, hats off to her for being freakishly strong, but Madison was just kind of getting back to the table, getting some ring roast off. So I think that lit a fire under her and will bring all that fire and be that mad one. The mad one, Madison Lynn, will be taking on the Tower of Power, Sarah Wilson. So I think she has what it takes. I think it's going to be a banger of a match. I want to hear what everyone says in the chat. Tell me what you think in the chat. That who's got this one? Because this is a co-main event matchup between two heavy hitters in the female division. I think that these ladies have the power to do things that guys wish they can do. Who do you got winning? And then just to recap the main event, I gotta bring it back the way I did the other one because that's just how I roll. But the main event is going to be Paul Cruz versus Surrey Brown. It's a best of 5 right hand. I really am excited to see what this match, happens with this match. I think it's going to be an amazing one. Let me know who's your favorite in each of these matches. Yeah, Lucky Ones is going to be present. I forgot to help out with some of the interviews and behind the scenes, caption behind the scenes. We had the Lucky Ones. Lucky is going to be here, and she is going to be getting a front row seat. I look forward to further announcements regarding this event coming up this coming week. We're going to be announcing all on my Facebook and on Instagram all the matches. I'm going to be releasing 2 or 3 every day, all week long. We have a couple more of the last minute matches that are going to be adding on. Some of these, I think each of these could become a main event match themselves. That's the beauty of this, right? We're coming together to work together to create something that we all enjoy. And I got all walks of life from all over the world coming, well, at least all over North America coming for this. It's exciting. I don't know. I'm fired up for it. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, just tuned in. I released that our main event matches are going to be Paul Cruz versus Surrey Brown and Madison Lynn versus Sarah Wilson. At the Summer Kickoff 6, June 6th, it is going to be an amazing event. I'm going to wrap this up a little bit. real quick, the couple more events that are happening down the pipeline that I wanted to share that I'm super excited to be a part of. There's a gentleman in California, not California. Wow, sorry. There's a gentleman on the West Coast, Northwest Coast, that has a podcast, great show, great energy. He always shares the facts. Jody Williams has his own Long Live Dono Summer Bash, June 13th, so just 1 week after the summer kickoff event. I, yours truly, will be taking the trip up there for a super match against Peter Lalande, a right-handed best of five super match. I'm looking forward to competing against him. I saw how he competed at the last Mac Challenger series that we had here on Long Island, and he's a nice dude. I really don't like that I had to destroy a nice dude. I will be bringing everything because that's my first super match since Jake Houston. So I'm coming in with a lot of fire, coming in with a lot of rage, and a lot of lessons learned. I won't be repeating them. So that will be June 13th. And then, that is a benefit event for the LLD Foundation. So please reach out to Jody in regards to that, because I'm really excited for that. Let's see, what else? What am I missing? Oh, next one up is going to be a little bit of a travel for me in international waters. I'm going to be heading down to across the border in Mexico. Hector Beltran has invited me to come down, and I'm making the trip. He invited me a couple of years ago to the first one. Couldn't make it. Last year he invited me again. Couldn't make it. This year I said I'm making it. And not only am I getting to go, but I'm going to get to go with a bunch of Puerto Ricans. Forgive me, a little rewind. Back at the summer kickoff event, I got a bunch of Puerto Ricans coming. So if you want to see some energy that's unparalleled in our sport, come check those guys out. But back to the current poster board. I am going to be going down to Mexico, representing not only the United States, but also representing Puerto Rico with a whole bunch of teammates from Puerto Rico, people I've trained with, people I've linked up with. Some of the greatest people in the sport come from the island of Puerto Rico, in my opinion. I'm grateful to be shoulder to shoulder with these guys and have them as well on my event. Now, I have been working hard diligently in creating a space where we all can grow, where we all can develop each other up to another level. And I'm happy to highlight people here. That's one of the things that I do is I highlight the guys that are dedicated. And, one of the guys that really has helped me out tremendously, two of the guys actually, Tommy. Tommy's one of my training partners. He lives locally, and he has been completely supportive of me. He helped me build a shed that I had gotten so that I can make space for it to create this. He's been integral in this entire process. So massive shout out, brother. I appreciate you. And another individual that has been crucial in this process has been Liam. For those who don't know who Liam is, he is the guy who has the funny and amazing laugh that will stick with you for the end of time. You hear his laugh at our practices, at our live streams, or any events is unmistakable. He's a high energy. The guy puts his all into the sport, but he also put his all into helping me build out the pit to what it is today. He helped me move a lot of the things I couldn't move by myself. And I am so eternally grateful for him. So for those of you who don't know who he is, tune into my live streams, my practices, you'll see them. And then the last thing that I have on my agenda is you want to know how you can support me. A few people have asked me how they can support me, how they can help me grow, help me keep these live streams up, keep practices up. I don't have anyone pay me for practices. I do have donations up here, but they're not required, right? It's not a requirement. It's something that if you want to give me something, this is how you can help out. Show up with a case of Butters. That's it. I I'm happy to have people join me here, because we are stronger together. I get stronger with your help. That being said, I do have a shirt line now. I created my own Shopify. Thank you to Zach for inspiring me. The owner and founder of Grip Deck. He inspired me without knowing it to create my own store. And finally, I pulled the trigger on doing so. There's a couple of different options available. I will be displaying them in future, practices and training sessions. I haven't gotten mine in just yet, but it will be here soon. So please check it out if you want your own merch. Shipping is anywhere. I have shirts anywhere from $19 and $20 up to $30. All different qualities, different designs, and whatnot. So feel free to go ahead and purchase one of those. I would love to see everyone rocking a Collaborate and Pull Together or a Nightmare shirt, because we are all stronger together, and that will show that this is working and the impact that we actually have. Shipping comes out, I think it's like 5 to 8 days or something like that it'll come to you. It's not yet international. It is only US based. So I am working on that down the road, to make it international. Any questions from the chat? No? I'm looking forward to having some select few individuals show up to the summer kickoff event. But that's not all. Actually, I'm looking forward to the seminar with Bob Brown, because I got Dan Plexman from Canada coming down. I got several different people from all over the place coming to this event, and a couple other matches that are coming down for the summer kickoff event that I can't wait to announce all of them. Yeah, I'm excited for it all. The pit has been reopened. I'm climbing out of the cellar, cellar dwelling for the last couple months. Still training, not necessarily on a table, but training, off table and strengthening and conditioning myself, and getting, some serious work in. The recovery that I gained with my grip deck is unparalleled. And I look forward to hosting more events, more practices, more seminars, and bringing more eyes to the sport. As I mentioned before, and I'll mention again, summer kickoff event is June 6th. It will be a MAC Challenger Series, so that means winners of their super matches and class winners will get a special look at by the MAC Arm Wrestling Championship team for future pay-per-view events and high caliber events, but also will be looked at Team Arm Wrestling Federation pools. So please show up. Let's get strong together. All right, pull smart, pull hard. Let's pull together, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys at